In today's video, I'm going to have pace at the end despite a 3-wide moment at the Spanish Grand Prix. But first of all, if you missed the previous episode at Montreal, I recommend you go and check that one out. Qualifying was a bit let down in that video, and yeah, 37 points back from Verstappen now. He's won 2 of the 3 races. Somebody else needs to win in today's video, otherwise that's going to be an issue. R&D wise, we've got quite a few options available on the Sashi site, which is good because we can really run away. The only one that's really son of lot is weight redistribution and tyre wear. Really, the aero side though is completely pointless. We've got quite a lot locked. Then we come to we've got drag reduction, and I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to try and purchase the drag reduction upgrade. It got a 10% drop. We're going to. I know it's minor, but let's just rush it on. Get this on before Spain, and hopefully it comes on, which it does. That's excellent news. So that upgrade, along with something else. It's the ERS upgrade that failed in the previous video. That has put us up to 3rd on the R&D chart, which is very good. It's a little bit annoying that a lot of the aero upgrades are sort of zoned off because we don't have enough recognition. Again, that is just not the way to be doing R&D in this game, but there we go. No other real moves elsewhere other than Toro Rosso making a move as well. Now, engine wise, we're having to start some of our second bits as well. I think we've got enough to take us through to the rest of the season, to be honest. So we should be good on durability. So I don't really want to see Leclerc doing durability as well. But we're going to move into qualifying here, and hopefully I'm going to hope for a better qualifying at Montreal. First run was P11, so that's not too bad. I think I'll take a top 10 as well. I'm not very good at qualifying, as I've said before many times. I think I can count on both my hands how many times I've taken pole in career mode videos. It's not very often, but it is a purple first sector though, as well. That's what I like to see. That didn't get me thinking, can we get pole? But of course the middle sector is where things don't go well for me, never have done as well. And the 10th and a bit up on previous best time, slightly bit too much curb that previous corner there as well. I'm trying to get a bit DRS, but losing a little bit of time at the end of the DRS straight, maybe not getting on the thing, gaining at that revised turn 10 as well, which is a much better corner than the replica. And then we come to the final 2 corners, which for me personally it's a disadvantage to have those a bit like that. That's just the way, for some reason I'm faster through the old layout. But yes, where is that going to put us? P10. So I said the top 10 would be nice. I mean, Leclerc's up in P3. There's a lot of work in the early stint that needs to be done in order to get a good result here, that's for sure. Verstappen on pole though is not great. If he goes on to win this race, that could be championship over. It's time for the race day Spanish Grand Prix.
Circuit of Barcelona Catalunya has been on the calendar for over 30 years now, and it has served up some classics. Michael Schumacher's first win for Ferrari in 1996 in the rain. We have much better weather here today for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the long run down into Turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging here, to put it mildly. There are 16 corners, but there's still a lot of drama and excitement to be found out there on track. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Sainz, Phoenix, Norris, Albon, Gasly, Teo Porcher, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg, Stroll, and Ollie Behrman. And now it's time to head down to the track. It's race day, it's going to be a thriller. I'm Alex Jakes, alongside me is Naomi Schiff. I love this moment in the weekend. Put us in their shoes right now. What are they feeling on the grid?
It's a very special time for the drivers. It's almost like everything around you slows down and you become hyper aware. So your nerves slightly go up, your adrenaline's going up. It's the perfect time to start focusing on your visualizations and preparing for the race. So you want to avoid distractions and really stay cool, calm and focused.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
Thanks for that, Mark. Trying to terrify me that the tyres are going to blow up. Race strategy is a bit of an interesting one. I could start softs, but everyone else on the entire grid I think is going to start softs. Medium soft. Try and pitch fastest lap might be a better way to go. Everyone else is on soft tyres, confirmation there. So just the alternate strategy to spice things up a bit. I think we might be able to pinch fastest lap at the end, hopefully too. Further lights are out, well, almost out, and away we go. It's a much better start than Carlos Sainz in his home Grand Prix, trying to outstrike him. Alonso's already gone defensive, so there's a huge gaping wall on the racing line. I was going to brake, and I'm going to brake around the outside of Sergio Perez. It's a textbook manoeuvre. Having a look at Oscar Piastri there, his teammate, but I'm unable to get that. So it's a good start to P6, but you can see on the minimap already Verstappen is starting to run away. I'm going to try and get in front of Piastri too, get up to P5. I had a think about doing the dive bomb there and unable to get around the outside. And hindsight, I should have tried to position the car, but you can see there visually Max Verstappen, he's probably already out of DRS range. That is not good, because if he goes on to win on top of the 37-point gap that we've got, it's going to be even bigger than that as well. I've got problems myself because I've got Perez and Alonso. There's contact with Perez as well. We'll get a replay of this. So it's a 3 wide moment here. Also around the outside, and I think Perez has lost his front left end plate. There's nothing really I think I could have done better there. As well as Alonso now, has he got damage too? Because here comes Sainz, he has got damage, his front left end plate's missing as well. So yes, this would be a good chance if the mediums were good, to actually get in front. As well as Piastri there, he's going to go past George Russell not George Russell, I think it's actually Hamilton. It is actually Hamilton, excuse me, for P4. Yeah, don't really have the pace on these mediums. These mediums don't look very good, but I'm hoping the pace is better on the softs as well. We're watching Hamilton. He's the person I'm trying to catch. However, for Lewis, that is another engine failure. 2 in 2 for Hamilton, because he retired at Montreal, and there he is, his engine blowing up. That is not good for Lewis. It does mean that we're up to P5 though, but that's pretty much where it is. And Sainz is now going to go at Perez around the outside, and Sainz is going to get the move done in front of Perez now. So yeah, I'm up to P5, but I'm not really able to move forwards as well. Moving to later in the race, excuse me, that is Esteban Ocon with a puncher as well on his right rear as I come into the pits then in lap number 9 as well. Norris is coming in as well. So there's Piastri's going on to hards, a few people going to hards. I'm going to go on to SOS. Hopefully now I'm going to have that pace advantage. 2.4 seconds stop, not too bad. Right in front of the Haas, between the Haas and the Williams there. Both of them going to pit. Norris is going to come out behind. And where is everyone else? I mean, we're back where we were, P5. 8.7 to Piastri, who seems to not really have closed that gap on Russell and Leclerc. But yeah, that's a comfortable move, and this is why Perez has been holding. Perez and Alonso, they've not replaced their front left end plates, so of course anyone who overcut them has made the move on them. we've got 3 wide moments between Perez and Albon there, and Sainz has lost out through the pit stops too, as well. Up at the front, or rather the battle for the runners up spot, and that is George Russell going round the outside of Charles Leclerc. Russell's up to P2, Leclerc down to P3, but it's not going to last. These two are going to keep on squabbling, which is just costing them time to Verstappen. If they actually work together, then they could move up to Verstappen, but realistically it's not happening. Piastri, I'm not able to cut the lead to Leclerc, really. Their DRS is just too powerful down the straight, but I am able to, that's a slide here, cut the gap to Piastri here. This is a replay of this slide. It was more like drifting through that corner. This is not helping, but we're on the final lap anyway. There's no way I'm going to cut down 4 seconds. It's actually drone to 5. Look at the rear left, 29%. That is just, we haven't got many more tyre wear upgrades to go. So come across the line then for P5, and that was a bit miserable. The pace was there at the end. 13.8 was the fast lap. I've done a 13.9, so the pace was there. It's just that maybe medium soft wasn't the right call. As well, the mediums really were a stinker tyre around here compared to the softs there. Perez finishing in the end down in P17. That's not going to help his championship standings. It's now 52 points to Verstappen's won this. If Verstappen, if anyone else than Verstappen, or even me, to win this championship, a minor miracle is needed now. I've never overturned a 52 point gap. I think we've got 9 races to go still as well. Red Bull are miles in front. Again, never overturned a 70 point gap in the constructors. Leclerc is catching up. He's leading our Ivory 3-2. Not that I really care. As well, in terms of the stats, racecraft is up to 91, awareness up to 87. The pace had a good run out as well, so not too bad. Not quite gaining as much as I wanted, but yes, we're slowly getting up to that second R&D upgrade. But I really want the third one. When we get to 60%, that's when we'll start really gaining on some of the other teams and be able to start producing a car that is able to challenge race wins. But we're running out of time. 9 races to go. Yeah, I need to be back on the podium. We need to win. Fortunately for me, the next 3 races are good tracks for me: Austria, Silverstone and Spa. So I'm hoping we can get a good result. Austria's a sprint race as well. We'll have to wait and see if we can actually do well in the sprint. I've never really done well in the sprint race. I've not really won very many of them, so that would be good. We need to stop Verstappen though. If Verstappen wins the sprint and the race, I think it's game over anyway, but that would be the nail in the coffin in terms of any championship chance, really. But yes, that's what I'm going to leave with today's video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F124 and F125 driver career mode videos as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.